What's up, guys? It's Joel Puncher's Paintball. Today we've got Cody on the channel, and we are here with the Geo R5 one more time for you guys. We are going to be talking about the difference between the two SFRs that Planet Eclipse provided with the Geo R5. We got the stainless steel SFR as well as the brass SFR. We've had a lot of requests regarding the difference between the two SFRs. I spoke with Jack Wood about it already, so we are going to give you guys content on when you're able to use the two different SFRs, what the differences are, and exactly how the SFRs work and why it matters. So with that said, make sure that you guys stay tuned after the intro. See you guys soon. Alrighty guys, so here we are. We've got the Geo R5. Cody, we've got the stainless steel SFR. You've shot it a lot. It's already a very smooth shooting gun. So the idea here, guys, is as you guys can see, when you get your parts kit, you are going to get a brass SFR in your parts kit. And the brass SFR is, first and foremost, the construction of the SFR does not matter. The stainless steel SFR that's in there is silver, and the idea there is just to distinguish the difference between the two different SFRs so you can tell which one you've got in your marker. The stainless steel SFR is kind of like your ride or die, no matter what weather you're working in. Right now it's actually nice here in Ohio, but if it's cold here in Ohio, you're going to want to use the stainless steel SFR because it allows the bolt to travel a little bit faster, so the chance of bolt stick is going to be less. With the brass SFR, basically you are going to get a poofier shot, you are going to get a slower bolt speed. So the way that the SFR works, Jack explained that Jack Wood was nice enough to get on a video conference with me and explain this to me. With the GR drivetrain bolt system, the air is released from the front, which allows the bolt to travel to the forward position. So what matters basically is how quickly that air is dumped out, letting the bolt travel to the forward position. So condition wise, Cody, you want to explain that to people?
So condition wise, what I understand is that you can't really use that SFR because it could slow it down to the point of not shooting.
In extreme conditions.
In extreme conditions. It can make it so smooth that it's like not shooting.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. So from a bolt speed perspective, guys, if it's really cold outside, or if you're not maintaining your marker, which is what Jack Wood basically explained, is that you need to maintenance this bolt system a little bit more. I think we've got roughly about like 15,000 shots on this bolt, and it's summertime here in Ohio. We haven't had to maintenance it yet. But that is just something to keep in mind. If you're in cold weather, you're going to want to use the stainless steel SFR as compared to the brass SFR. The brass SFR is kind of designed for optimal conditions. Yeah. It's warm outside, you've got fresh lube, the lube's going to be a little bit thinner because it's warm. So that's the idea between the two SFRs. So if it's summertime, if you live in Texas, you might be able to rock the brass SFR year round if you really want that super smooth shot. Yeah, so that's how it works. That's the differences between the two conditions, weather-wise, what you're looking for, as well as maintenance-wise. Funny story, we just tried filming first go, and we realized that we were shooting different paint through it. We had a hopper full of paint from practice, and I made the mistake, and it was two different types of paint. So regardless, we're refilming. We've got the brass SFR in it. We're going to reverse it. We're going to start with the brass SFR. We're going to tell you guys our opinion on it. We already have an opinion because we already filmed this once. And then we are going to go to the stainless steel SFR and show you guys the difference between the two shots, and I'll side by side it for you guys. So we're going to shoot some Empire heat through it, as you guys can see here. So Cody, let's redo this bad boy. We've got the brass SFR already installed. We were going to show you guys how to swap that out here in a minute. Planet Eclipse also has a video from Jack Wood on their YouTube channel if you guys would rather see that one, but it's relatively simple to change this out, and we'll show you guys that. So we've got the brass SFR. We're going to do a little shooting of this, and we're going to change it from plus to minus to show you guys if there's any noticeable difference between the two. All the way to the negative. 286, 278, or 272, 286, 292, guys. All right, Cody. Shoot that bad boy. Let me know what you think. All right, now we're going to take it to the plus, and we'll let you shoot it again. Okay, so now we're brass SFR all the way to the plus.
Noticeably more sound and a little bit more kick.
Yeah, I definitely notice a sound difference.
Yeah, notice a sound difference completely.
Major kick difference or not?
A little bit, not really. I mean,
Not too
very
bad.
slightly.
Plus, minus, plus. All right, so there you guys have it. There is a little bit of a noticeably difference. I noticed, the biggest thing that I noticed is when I'm going back and forth with it, like Cody said, there's definitely more kick with the plus version of the brass SFR as compared to the negative. Yeah, it's definitely a difference between the two. I'm curious to put the stainless steel SFR back in it and show you guys that difference as well. Okay, so now I've already done this once, but second time just gets better with time. All right, so we're gonna pop the bolt system out. We've got the grips off the Geo R5, I should say, and we got 2 grip frame screws, I should say. You're just going to take those to access your solenoid. You do have to take that solenoid out in order to get access to the SFR. So that's why we're taking these screws out. So both screws are out. We've got the grip frame off the marker. As you guys can see there, that is the solenoid housing. That's the solenoid pilot solenoid housing there. We've got a retaining pin right here, so we're going to push it out the thin side. Thank you, Cody. You're going to push it out the thin side. It sits right next to the SFR. That just very easily pops out. It's just held in by one pin there. And then the yellow and black wiring harness, you're just going to unplug that. And then at that point, your solenoid is actually now floating freely inside the grip frame. And then we're just going to pull that out. Okay, so there we have the solenoid housing, solenoid pilot. All you're going to do is you're just going to flip this over, and then you're going to just push your SFR out the back like that. And there you go. That is your brass SFR, Cody. Oh, you already grabbed it for me. Thank you very much, sir. And then you're going to turn it back over. As you guys can see here, that's that like a little adjustment area for it. And then you're just going to push that in. There's like a little notch, so you can only really push it in one way. That's a phenomenal design so that people don't get that messed up. And then inside there is a gasket that transfers the air from the HPR assembly over to the solenoid housing. And then we are just going to drop this back into place. What I usually do is I'll pull my wire and try and get that through like that, and then just line her up. And then as you guys can see, the SFR lines up. I'm going to flip it over like this, push that into place just like that. And that is as simple as it gets. This is orientation specific. There's one side that's like ribbed, and that rib side is going to be, the thinner side is going to face the solenoid housing, and the thicker side is going to face the body of the marker. Just like that, pops back together, and then put your 2 grip frames back in, and we'll see you guys here in a second. So now we have the frame reattached to the body of the marker. One thing that Cody pointed out, which is important, is don't forget to plug your solenoid back in, because your gun's going to turn on and everything, but if you forget to plug your solenoid back into your board, you're going to get a gun that's not shooting, and you're going to call your respective retailer and wonder what's going on. And it's as simple as just plugging that back in. Yellow harness, it only has one spot to plug into, which is the spot that you plugged it out. Just pop our grips, or actually I'm gonna keep the grips off so that we can toy around with the plus and minus on the stainless steel. And we were shooting, where were we shooting, 280s, 290s?
Yes.
The brass SFR?
A little bit lower, like high 270s to mid 280s.
Mid 280s?
Yes.
Yeah, with the, all right, Cody, you wanna grab me a bag of paint? Okay, so same paint, guys, same barrel, same HPR. As you guys can see, we didn't touch anything. We're gonna fill her back up here. All right. And this is kind of like right in the middle, so we're gonna go negative. Oh yeah, it's this, like the negative on the stainless steel. Go ahead, Code.
It sounds even like,
yeah, it does.
It's a lot louder with the stainless steel.
268, oh wow, so there is a difference. So funny story, guys. The whole reason we chose to refilm this is because there was a velocity difference between the two, but we were shooting different paint, and we thought it was just the paint. We thought that there was a size difference between the two paints. You actually gain
around
10. So technically
10 to 15.
It's funny you said refilm the efficiency test. Now we're gonna have to refilm the efficiency test, because you're getting, technically you could turn your HPR down,
yes,
to compensate.
Yes.
So you might be able to get better efficiency. Don't mark me on that, but you might be able to get a little bit better efficiency with the brass SFR in the summertime as compared to the stainless steel SFR. Yeah. All right, let's turn to the plus position real quick. Go ahead, you can shoot. Just keep shooting. Wow. Plus, minus, plus, minus. Alrighty guys, so there you have it. We didn't actually have to refilm the thing in general at all. We did notice a little bit gainable FPS with the brass SFR as compared to the stainless steel SFR, so that's kind of interesting. But overall guys, I think that there is a noticeable difference between the stainless steel SFR as compared to the brass SFR. I think the biggest thing that people are going to encounter is the functionality of the brass SFR if the weather conditions aren't good, or if you're a player that doesn't like to maintenance your markers on a regular basis, then the stainless steel SFR is definitely going to be for you. For those of you that do lube your marker on a regular basis and play in warmer climates, the brass SFR might be a good option for you guys. I noticeably made a difference with the brass SFR.
Sound, everything.
Yeah. If you had to choose one, which one are you picking and why?
Well, I like more of a snappier shot, so I would go stainless steel.
Okay.
And it's
to the like plus position or
like a medium.
Medium. Yeah, so just baseline factory for you.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, I'm going all the way to the negative with the brass, guys, but I'm just used to that really smooth shooting gun, and this is definitely that with the Geo R5. So there you have it. That is the difference between the stainless steel SFR and the brass SFR on the brand new Planet Eclipse Geo R5. We just started shipping this week. Thank you guys to all of you guys that already put in back orders and pre-orders with us. If you guys are interested, make sure that you head on over to the website. We are also taking trade-ins on the Planet Eclipse Geo R5, so if you have something that you want to upgrade, make sure that you head on over to the website and click that trade-in form. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys with the next one.